And Gul Panag now joining us as well, and you maybe be able to add your social media firepower to what's already happening out here. But Amit Ji is going to tell you what his concept of Mere 10 Gaz is, which I think is really simple and easy.
You know, some of the campaigns that we've been involved in from very early days, I just felt that, you know, wherever we work, wherever we stay, if we can clean just 10 yards of space around us, then if everyone does that, wherever they stay or work or live, the whole city can become clean. And I'm very happy to see that people have taken on to this concept, and thank NDTV for making it a hashtag, and thank the people who are watching this program to bring it up to the #2 position on the trends of Twitter. We want to make it #1, but really that's what the concept was. And I don't know what you think about this, Gul. Do you think it's a good idea for everyone to get involved and perhaps just clean 10 yards of space around where you live and work? And in this way, if everyone does that, then the whole city becomes clean.
Absolutely. I think, Mr. Bachchan, it's a fantastic idea. As someone once said, somebody very important, I can't remember who, that if 1 million causes found 1 million supporters, you wouldn't have any problems left. Yeah. And I think if all of us work collectively, and it's a lot of us, to make sure that the 10 yards around us are clean, and 10 yards, right?
Yeah, 10 yards,
correct.
yeah.
10 gaz. We would be completely sorted. And I think it's a great initiative. I'd like to congratulate NDTV and, of course, Mr. Bachchan and, of course, the Prime Minister for having drawn our attention to something we've known for so long, but just assume it will go away on its own.
Yeah, never given so much voice,
absolutely,
so much patronage as the government of India has done, and indeed, primarily the Prime Minister for pushing this thought across.
In fact, the Prime Minister has relentlessly pushed Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which I think is something which should have been done, I don't know how many years ago. But I'm glad it's happened, and he's relentlessly pushing it and giving it the kind of importance and due that it deserves. Because I think there's no greater litmus test of society than the way it treats itself. And in turn, if this is how we treat our own society and our own surroundings, we need to better it. That's all that has to be said.
And I can tell you, Gul, if you look at those pictures that we've been showing since the morning, the number of people who've actually taken the call, who've gone out, who've organized cleanups, dozens upon dozens of schools, 40, 50 railway stations. Maharashtra government's done 300 locations. Literally, I think we've crossed in our own counting something like 500 locations. Versova Beach out there, work's continuing out there. It's like really breathtaking. And behind us here on Juhu Beach, you can see a large number of people gathered, some to see Amit Ji and some also to clean the beach. Both things happening behind us, even as the sun starts to set there, on the ocean right behind us. So, lot happening. And I think Amit Ji put his finger on it. He says one of the reasons why you have a problem with cleanliness is because there are 1.2 billion Indians. But if even half the 1.2 billion people say we will clean up 10 yards, the whole country is clean.
But I think everyone will. It's something which when the might of the government and the state is put behind a cause like this, it has to happen. It's a matter of time. Yeah. And of course, there are critics and cynics who will assume that the results must come immediately. But no change in society ever happens overnight. It begins with dialogue, discussion, discourse, and of course action. And events like these, initiatives like these are fantastic. Actually, another thing, Vikram, I was in Molinong. Molinong is a village in Meghalaya, which is the cleanest village in Asia. It's a title that they were given some time ago. And I found something very interesting there. It's not that people don't litter. It's just that citizens of that particular town, village, pick it up. So if tourists come to visit that particular village, and they do a lot because it's a thing to see. The children have been so brought up that if I, as a tourist, do something as bad as dropping a wrapper, they will pick it up and just put it back. They won't try and sermonize. They won't try and tell me don't litter. They will just pick it up. It's part of their lives. So I think taking ownership of public resources, public property is a very, very important part, and we do that in a fun way. We write our names on public property. But what if we extended that?
We should certainly stop writing
I know we should,
property.
But that was, of course, in jest. But imagine if we took that concept of public ownership of public property to the extent where we guarded it, where we took care of it, where we left public toilets as clean as how we'd like them to be when we use them next.